Hey you guys, welcome back to Married to Film. Listen, here's part 3.
As their lawyer, it's my job to ensure that their interests are protected. So I would like to discuss your financial relationship with them.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
The money for the car.
You can't even drive it.
Right.
Is this conversation covered under attorney-client privilege?
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm not your attorney.
Okay.
Right.
Are you talking about the bribes they've been paying me behind each other's backs? Or the lump sum payout Marty cut me the other day?
Oh my God.
Both.
Are you satisfied with the terms that were established?
You know, I hate being the squeaky wheel, but now that you bring it up, 100,000 seemed like a lot of money at the time. But with this truck ambush
She about to ask for
and
more.
some unexpected quality of life expenses that have popped up, I'm beginning to think I may have undervalued my services.
She's about to die.
Yeah, because she's asking for more money. This chick crazy.
I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah. You gonna be asleep.
Can I help you with something? I am losing patience with your husband. Get in line. I appreciate you two spending some time apart. And then I thought maybe this could offer some perspective on the situation.
I'm sorry, but my kids are home. I got a friend in the hospital.
Right, Chase, cutting too. He's never gonna get a better offer than 18 months.
She don't know
And a
nothing
chance
about
to
it.
work with the federal government. That's some criminal fantasy camp shit right there. You do know about the deal, don't you?
No.
We discussed it.
And you know he was about to take it before he was dragged to Kansas City.
I do.
So we're up to speed.
We are.
Well, which is why I thought you two spending some time apart might help the situation.
You want me to push him to take the deal?
Push, pull. I want you to do what's best for your family.
Let me be clear on the details.
Uh-oh.
If he takes the deal, he'll be a convicted felon.
That's right.
Do you know convicted felons can't hold a casino license in Missouri?
Uh-oh.
I do.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
What's going on?
It's all right. It's all right. Just relax. You're in the hospital. You've been out for a day. They found you in the casino parking lot. But you're safe now.
He's been here the whole time.
I don't want you to wake up alone.
Can't you tell? Because you can smell them, right? You need to take a shower.
You look like shit.
Did Frank Jr. do this?
Don't tell him.
I didn't get a good look.
You know you did.
Did Wyatt come?
No. I'm sorry.
Tell Marty and Wendy
I quit.
that I need to talk to them. You must be Frank Jackson. Come in. If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you do for a living?
Okay.
I take people out.
Dang. Wiping it all out.
Maya came by the house. She offered you a deal.
I didn't say anything because I wasn't going to take it.
Yes, you were. Oh, you had us worried. How are you feeling?
Like somebody took me apart and put me back together the wrong way. The drugs ain't bad.
Shut the door.
It's really nice to have you back.
You know Frank Jr. did this. You know that, right?
Yeah. We've cut ties with the Casey mob. You will never have to work with them again.
And
What do you mean?
Frank Frank Jr. crossed the line.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm untouchable.
That's right. Come on.
That's what you said.
You know, why don't we talk about this later? You've been through a lot.
No.
Shut
I
the
want
daggone
you
door.
to kill him.
Wow.
I said shut the door when you walked in.
That's not possible.
Doesn't really seem like you're putting it into consideration.
Because it can't happen.
You didn't see the look on his face. If someone hadn't scared him off, then he would have killed me. There's nothing stopping him from finishing the job.
I think you're right. Wendy, we should talk later. I promise you, he's never gonna touch you again.
That's not enough.
Ruth, what he did was unforgivable, and we should have done much more to protect you and Frank Jr. He'll have to answer for his actions, but killing him is not a solution.
Of course it is.
Now she's gonna
All
talk to
people, I don't understand why the two of you can't see that.
Man's gonna do it.
Hey, Ruth, we have cut ties, and you just have to accept this is the best version of it.
The best for who? Stop acting like you made some huge fucking sacrifice. Tommy was a rat, and the FBI knows they moved money for you. If Charlotte was lying in this bed, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
That is not true.
Come on.
You know we love you.
You killed my dad, and he barely touched your kid. And you had him killed.
He did nothing but hurt you your entire life.
Then I'll kill him myself.
There you go.
No, you won't.
And fucking do something about it.
We have. It's done. This ends right now.
Do you ever get tired of this?
No. Not really.
Good. Keep your schedule open.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm gonna give you a minute.
Who's that?
Ben.
Sure he's not too old for you? Who did this, Ruth?
It doesn't matter.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't come visit you in the hospital. I figured the birds were gonna be there, and I really didn't.
It's okay.
Started thinking about what it would be like if you were gone, and it scared the shit out of me. I think I knew the truth, but before you said it out loud, why'd you have to say it out loud?
Oh, God.
I wanted you to hear it from me. I owed you at least that. I should have done better by you. What do you call it? Blamework curse?
No, I was wrong about that. Who we are ain't so bad. It's the birds that cursed everything. The minute that they showed up, everything got turned upside down. I don't know who you are when you're with them.
I haven't changed.
She really hasn't.
Yes, you have. I want to forgive you. I really do. I'm just not there yet.
So what now?
I don't know.
Alright, that was a great episode. Ooh, a lot happened in that one. Oh my goodness. It's from the beginning. It started off. It picked up where Ruth was being questioned by the FBI. Come to find out, they were putting the KC mob against Marty and Ruth and everything, and Evans was, and Marty had told.
Who was Evans?
The black FBI guy. He had putting the KC mob against
Marty.
and doggone it. Okay, so They put the mob against Marty. Frank Jr. was drunk and he beat up Ruth. She was in the hospital.
Let's rephrase the whole. He didn't put the mob against Marty. He had someone. He had a CI. Or SI. What is it? CI?
Informant. Yeah.
He had a cover informant. Secret informant. SI. Is it an SI? He had an SI. CI, whatever. Crap. He had an informant. Nobody else knew he was. So you can't, he's not the mob. So it was just him. And he was just trying to get information against Marty.
Right, but I was saying they talked to Frank, trying to say that Marty had the people killed.
Oh, you talking about Junior?
Yeah, they talked to Frank Jr. make it seem like Marty had the people killed. That's why I was like, they put the mob against Marty. That's what I was referring to.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because, Junior is not the representative of the mob either. And his father didn't even know that the guy was under. He had no idea until Marty came and said it to him. And he was like, well, I had no idea. If I knew, I would have handled it myself. He was like, well, it's too late. He was like, well, it's not my... His excuse for his son beating up Ruth, that right there, I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for any man who beats up a woman. Period. And then for her to be a $105 wet. And he was straight up just kicking the crap out of her while she was on the ground. The anger that rose up in me at that moment, I didn't even want to see the rest of the show. I didn't want to see no more. Because I thought that was just, that was too much. That was too much. I could care less about him saying I had to babysit and now I got 3 people dead under me. Who cares? It comes with the territory. That's what it's all about. If you're a mobster, you in this lifestyle, this is your father's business. You Frank Jr., he have his namesake, so daggone it, you ought to know where it comes. If you cross somebody, somebody's going to get dead. Swimming with the fishes. Bottom line. I just don't like the fact that Marty and Wendy didn't want to fight for her. She's taken so many hits because of them that it's just like,
yeah, that made me mad.
Why
too.
even bother? And she laid up in the hospital from being beat up from somebody. Listen, if she had no ties with Marty and them in the first place, that would have never happened. Everything that has happened since she's met him and why it was right, ever since they came about, things have changed for him. He did say that you've changed, and she said, no, I didn't. And she hasn't changed. She's the same person. It's just that she's changed her focus instead of trying to literally, well, she's still doing the same thing. It's still illegal. It's still illegal, but she's doing it on a different level.
I want to correct you.
Go
if
ahead.
she had never robbed them, none of this would never, they'd never interacted. None of this would ever happen. Because remember, she did rob them at first.
Yeah, she robbed him at first.
And that's how their whole intertangling began.
Yeah, entertaining. Yeah.
Intermingling, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Her relationships.
Well, she could have. Yeah.
Look here, the therapist balling out of control with a car she can't drive, acting like she a part of everything, pulling up to the house.
Asking, was this us?
What do you mean us? I was like, oh, she gonna get dealt with.
I was like, she's about to die. Because Helen was there. Helen asked, whatever the other guy's name, I don't know if his name was really Frank or whatever, when he came, and the hitman.
Frank Jackson.
The driver. She asked him at the end when they was sinking the car, that, do you ever get tired of this? And he said no. She said, good. Keep your schedule open. She
might get him to handle Frank Jr. some kind of way. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, because she likes Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Why she likes her is because
she's strong.
She's a strong-willed person.
Mm-hmm.
After being tortured and all that kind of stuff, waterboarded, and she didn't give up Marty.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I like her. And then she ended up being waterboarded too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so somewhere along the line, you got to know that there's a strength somewhere, and it's in Ruth. She's the lieutenant. Now she's upset. She said, okay, listen here. If you don't handle him, I will. And you know what that I is? It's we. And I don't mean the French we. I mean, it's going to be her and Ben. Because she's going to, he already asked if it was Frank Jr.
Mm-hmm.
She said she didn't know. She didn't get a good look. Because she know Ben is off his meds. He's off his rocker. He hadn't showered in 48 hours. And things are not right. The drone part with Jonah showing the footage to Charlotte. And he asked her, he said, should we tell Mom about this? No. I think she said we should tell Mom or tell them about it. And he said, no. We're not. Because we wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know about this whole situation with... It's getting ugly. And I mean Bubba Sparks ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
In here.
Yeah, it's getting ugly. Poor thing. The daggone therapist. He said she's a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
He got all the records. He wiped out the laptop. He got the recorder, the voice recorder. Sealed her body up. I don't know if she's sinking. I don't think that her body is in there. But they got rid of the Lamborghini.
Where'd Wendy get off not answering the phone? Like she... Oh my God.
She said, we've made this brand.
Like what?
To the cartel man himself.
She getting too big for her britches.
And the way Helen looked at Marty.
Like.
And Marty was like, oh my gosh. And then Maya tells Helen about the deal of the 18 months. And she says,
Wendy?
What'd I say? Helen.
Yeah.
Wendy. You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. When she tells them the deal and everything, and Wendy was like, Yeah, we know about that. Yeah, we discussed it. And she said, but you do understand that if he takes the deal, 18 months, that he will be a convicted felon. And convicted felons cannot have licenses for casinos, right? And she was just looking at her like this. And she says, yes. And she says, okay, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Ta-ta, toodles. This is going down hard. I mean, I see the smokes signals from afar.
Yeah, it's going to be really bad.
But the whole Wyatt told crazy old trigger happy Darlene that Ruth killed his dad and his uncle. She said, it's okay. I killed my husband. He said, what? She said, yeah. He said, I thought it was a heart attack. Well, it wasn't all natural. You know, I put those cherry things in his coffee. And he was like, I drink that coffee. His face, the way the camera went back to him. I drink that coffee every morning. Yeah, we won't be drinking coffee anymore. Yeah, can I have some tea?
Right.
Like tea bags, though?
Nah, better yet, can you give me some juice out the refrigerator?
Not even that.
Unopened?
No. Do you have a tree? Can I just pick my oranges and then juice them myself?
Right.
With a container with a top lid with my fingerprint on it. That's the only fingerprint that can open it. So that means you can't put nothing in it. Listen here. That's a good idea.
Just doggone episode.
I was so emotional. The whole Wyatt situation where he didn't want to go to the hospital and 3 came over and asked him. He was like, did you get my text? And he said, yeah. He said, but you didn't come to the hospital. He was like, well, Listen here.
No, what was funny is when Wyatt said, "Isn't he a little old for you?"
And then he realized.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. She didn't even have strength to laugh. She just looked at him like who can? Listen here. She doesn't even have
we closer in age than you than you and Darlene are.
Their relationship, I think, is just a little bit, it's tainted a lot, but because she's looking out, she protects people that she cares about. And when Marty stood up for her and made it seem like she was part of the family, that's the reason why she did what she did and electrocuted. Mm-hmm. But she also found out that he was a snitch. Mm-hmm. And that made it even more so that she wanted to do it. Because she was like, this operation that I got going on here, just in case things go down and I get this money, I may be entitled to this money. You're not going to spoil it for me and try to rob somebody just because you want to do it. So you got to go. Right. This was, yeah.
So let us know what you guys thought of that episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, wake up.